Hi, this is Jillian from Offshore Management Training, where you're gaining tips and tools to manage your team from a distance. So today's lesson is going to be about how best to connect with your offshore team when you're having, Skype, Zoom, Google Hangout meetings, whatever platform that you use. So today's tip is to look into the camera. It sounds really simple, really basic. It is so difficult to do. When your people are looking at you through the screen, it would be nice if you were looking at them in their eye. However, the camera is often in a different place than their faces are located. And so I know that I, for one, always want to read body language, read their faces, find out dynamics between the team. Oh, I didn't know so-and-so was so close when so-and-so. Is a click forming? Do I need to split these guys up? So there's so many imperative and important clues and tips that you can get by actually looking at the screen and looking at how your team is interacting with one another. Or if it's just one person, you want to have the opportunity to look them in, to just see their face. However, it's so much more powerful to actually look into the camera. And so I'll give you an example. This whole time that I've been talking, I've been looking into the camera. But really, I want to look at myself. I want to see, okay, how do I look? Is everything fine? And you see that there's not the same connection. I'm looking off to the side. The other person's probably looking off to the side. So if you want your meetings to have the greatest impact, eyes on the camera. So there are a couple of ways for you to be able to both look them dead in the eye and also get the feedback that you're looking for while in meetings. One way is to have another person in the meeting. Depending on how often you schedule your meetings, what the purpose is, sometimes it's nice to have a guest speaker come in. I happen to have a direct report physically in the office with me, and then the rest of the team is in India. And so this person often participates in the meeting. And so while they are talking, I am able to no longer look in the camera and then read the room. But when I'm speaking, I then once again turn my attention to the camera. And so this is really important because once again, when you have an offshore team, you don't have the same camaraderie, you don't have the same social cues, there's a lot that gets lost by the fact that you can't go and grab a cup of coffee with them. And so we all know eye contact is really important. And that's also one of the things that gets lost when you're having these internet meetings and conversations. But it's important that they know that you were there, you are with them, you're really listening. And so again, it seems backwards. If you're there and you're listening, you want to be able to look at their face, but it's so much more powerful for them when you actually look them in the eye. So try this out this week. Let me know how it goes. If you notice any sort of noticeable difference in your people and how they interact and relate with you, now that you start looking them in the eye versus looking at the screen. All right, so once again, this is Jillian from Offshore Training. Until next time, near or far, manage like a star. Bye.